Dark, dense forest, there stood an old, abandoned house. It was a place everyone in the nearby town avoided, especially after sunset. The locals said it was cursed, and the stories that circled around it were enough to keep even the bravest souls away. One chilly October night, a young man named Jake decided to prove everyone wrong. Armed with only a flashlight, he ventured into the woods, determined to spend a night in the house and emerge unscathed. His friends laughed it off, betting he would not last an hour. As Jake approached the house, the wind grew colder, biting into his skin. The house loomed, a shadow against the dark sky. He pushed open the creaky door, the sound echoing unnaturally loud in the dead silence of the forest. Dust coated every surface, and cobwebs hung like forgotten curtains. Ignoring the chills crawling up his spine, Jake set up his flashlight on the floor, casting long shadows that danced eerily against the walls. Hours passed, and nothing happened. Jake started to relax, feeling a sense of victory. The silence was thick, broken only by the occasional rustling of leaves outside. Suddenly, there was a loud thud upstairs. Startled, Jake froze, his breath hitching. "Probably just the wind," he muttered, though his voice wavered. Then the footsteps started. Slow, deliberate, they echoed above him. Heart pounding, Jake grabbed his flashlight and crept towards the staircase. Each step creaked under his weight, but the sound above continued, growing louder, as if whoever or whatever was moving was coming towards him. As he reached the top of the stairs, the footsteps stopped. Silent, he scanned the hallway with his flashlight, and then he saw at a door at the end of the hall, slightly ajar, a faint light shining through. Jake's curiosity got the better of him. He moved forward, hand trembling as he pushed the door open. Inside there was a mirror, old and cracked, leaning against the wall. But what caught his eye wasn't the mirror itself, it was the reflection. In the glass, he saw himself, but behind him stood a shadowy figure with hollow eyes staring directly at him. He spun around. No one was there. Terrified, he turned back to the mirror, only to find the reflection smiling, a twisted, sinister grin spreading across his own face. The flashlight flickered, and the room plunged into darkness. The last thing he heard before everything went black was the echo of his own laughter. But it was not his voice. The next morning, the house was empty. The flash